Hello everyone, welcome to my channel C.S.E-Pathshala. We were studying about Python for machine learning and data science, and in this tutorial we will study about Pandas data frame. So if we talk about Pandas data frame, it is a two-dimensional NumPy like array. It can be visualized in the form of a table also. For example, we can see a figure here. It represents a data frame in Pandas, and here it shows that we are having an individual column in a data frame, okay, that represents the certain entries. That means this is a tabular format, okay. We are having columns and the rows respectively, so it's a data frame. We can also add indices in this table, okay. So including indices along with the columns, it will become a series. And for Pandas series, we have already studied in the previous tutorials. Okay, so a data frame is a very useful concept if you talk about data science and machine learning, because it closely mirrors how data is stored into a real life. Okay, imagine we are having a data stored in a spreadsheets, and we would have a very good visual impression of a data frame with the help of a spreadsheet, because we are saying that in data frame the data is stored in a form of a tables. Similarly, spreadsheet also having a same format, that means in a form of table which is representing a column and row format. However, a Pandas data frame is often used when representing data in machine learning also. Okay, so we are studying here Pandas data frame with reference to machine learning specifically. Now, how to create a data frame? See, we can create a data frame with the help of a data frame class. Okay, so how to use this data frame class? Let's consider a code. Okay, so here it is, and implement it on Jupyter Notebook. So import pandas as PD, import numpy as np, df equal to pd.dataframe. Okay, so this is a data frame class. We can take it as in a form of a method here, and we are giving certain arguments in it. Okay, so pd.dataframe, we are giving here an argument as np.random.randn 10,4. What does it represent? That means we have imported numpy also. From numpy, we are taking a random module, and in random module we are having a method that is randn, and we are giving two arguments here, that is 10,4, which represents 10 rows and the 4 columns. We are having one more argument, that is a columns list. Okay, so as we have declared 4 columns here, so we are representing those 4 columns with the name of A, B, C and D. So with the help of this, a table will be created, and then we are printing the value of df. Okay, so let's save this code and run this code. Alright, so here it is. So it represents a tabular format where we are having rows from 0 to 9. Actually, it also represents an index. We are having a column from A, B, C to D. Okay, that means 4 columns here, and we are having certain values, certain random values, which has been filled here with the help of a function that is randn. Okay, so if we talk about numpy random randn, let's discuss something more. In this code snippet, as I have already told, that we are having 10 rows and the 4 columns, and each cell has been filled with a random number. Here np.random.randn, it returns a sample from the standard normal distribution. Okay, so if there is a question that why we are using randn here, so it is being used here for filling up the table entries with the help of a standard normal distribution values, okay, and in a random manner. Okay, we are having a column which has been labeled from A to D. Okay, we are seeing different set of numbers in each cell because we are using a random module where the numbers are generated randomly. Alright, now more often we can use data frames where it can be loaded from a text file such as called as CSV file, or we say it as comma separated files also. So we can load the content of a CSV file into a data frame using a method that is called as read underscore CV function. Okay, so let's consider one code and then you will understand how to read a CSV file with the help of pandas. Okay, so let's consider one code. Alright, so here it is. Fine. Import pandas as PD, df equal to pd.read underscore cv, and in single quotation we are writing a name of a file that is data.csv. So this is comma separated file. Now if you talk about this particular CSV format, for example, we are talking here about data.csv. So here it is. This is an Excel file which I am talking about. So I have created certain entries here, that means in a form of a table we are having 3 columns here and 3 rows here. I have entered certain values, okay, and this is on an Excel sheet, and I have saved this file in a form of comma separated file format, okay, and we are accessing this file with the help of panda. So we should be very much cautious here how to perform this thing. This file, which is of CSV format, has been stored in a location where this file has been stored. That means what I am talking about, you have to listen carefully and understand. This file, that is pandas data frame, is being stored at a particular location, okay, and in the same location I have stored this file data.csv. That is why it is compatible to access this file from that particular location. Okay, so it's mandatory to store both the files into a same location. Okay, else if it has been not stored in this location, that means the file is at a different location and we are trying to access it, then we need to give respectively the path where it has been stored. Okay, so currently it has been stored in the same location, so we are accessing it directly. Okay, so what we are doing again, that means we are reading this CSV file named as data.csv, then we are printing the contents of it. Okay, so let's save this code and run this code. Alright, so here it is. This is how we can access a CSV file. Alright, now the next thing is we can specify the index in data frame also. We are already having the indices, that is it starts from 0, 1 and 2 here, okay, in this file also. So, but if you want to give the indices of our choice, actually we did this in the previous tutorials when we are dealing with the pandas series. Okay, so similarly we can perform the same thing here. That means we can also set the index of a data frame using index property. Okay, let's consider one code, then we will understand how to perform this thing. Alright, so here it is. Import pandas as PD, df equal to pd.read underscore cv, single quotes data.csv. Okay, so we are reading a file that is data.csv as we did in the previous example. Now what we are doing, we are taking one more variable, that is days. Okay, so this days is assigned to pd.date underscore range. Okay, so we are taking date here. Okay, and this date is from 2019-05-25. This is so this is a date format. We also discussed this thing in the previous tutorial also. So it is one of the format of a date, and we are taking the periods as 3. Okay, that means we are taking the sequence of date in the form of 3 entries. Okay, so why we are taking periods as 3? Because we are having 3 data only in this particular CSV file. So that's why we are taking it as 3. So actually this date will become the indices for these values respectively. Okay, how we can do this thing? That means df.index equal to days. So we are assigning the values of days to the index. Okay, and then we are printing the value of df. Okay, fine. So let's save this code and run this code. So here it is. So instead of by default value 0, 1, 2, now we are taking the dates from 25, 26 and 27. Okay, we can also find out the index of the data frame with the help of an index property. Okay, so to get index of the data frame, what we have to do is, let's consider one more code. Alright, so here it is. So import pandas as pd. Again we are writing the similar code, just only we will do one change. Df equal to pd dot read underscore csv. We are taking the same CSV file. We are assigning date with a date range, okay, with 3 values. Then we are assigning days, okay, to the index of respectively this CSV file. Okay, then we are printing the value of df, that means the complete table actually, and then we are printing the value of indices also. Okay, so that is df dot index. So let's save this code and run this code. So here it is. So this is the complete table which we did print in the above example also, and this is the date. Okay, fine. Now if you want to get the values of the entire data frame also, that is a 2D array, okay, so we can use values property here. Okay, so how to use a values property? Let's consider one more code. Import pandas as pd, df equal to pd dot read underscore csv, the same set of format, or we are just taking the same code only with some changes. Okay, so days equal to pd dot date underscore range, again we are taking it as the same statements. Then we are assigning the values of days to the index, and then we are printing the table. Then we are printing the index value, and then we are printing the values. Okay, so let's save this code and run this code. So here it is. So the values which are present in the table are respectively these. Okay, that is in a 2D format. Okay, so first we did printed the table, then we printed the date, and then we printed the values which are present in the table. So this is how we can perform certain operations on pandas data frame. Alright, so this all for the tutorial. We will come up with more informative tutorials on pandas. Thanks for watching. Kindly do subscribe to my channel.